Without even realizing it, adrenal fatigue could be affecting you or someone you love. If you find yourself constantly tired or experiencing irregular energy patterns, this challenging condition could be the reason why. In this short clip, Dr. James Wilson, world-renowned expert and author of Adrenal Fatigue, the 21st Century Stress Syndrome, reveals 3 important aspects of adrenal fatigue. First, how to recognize the signs and symptoms. Second, how adrenal fatigue may be affecting your life. And finally, why adrenal fatigue is often not diagnosed. He is interviewed by Dr. Ruth Baczynski, licensed psychologist and president and co-founder of the National Institute for the Clinical Application of Behavioral Medicine.
Adrenal fatigue is so very, very important, and it's often a syndrome that is very difficult to diagnose. There's going to be important stuff that you're going to want to pay attention to here.
Because to me, the signs and symptoms of adrenal fatigue are easy to recognize. And one of the ways you do it chiefly is by looking at the energy patterns. And as we've talked about with cortisol having to rise when you get up, the people don't wake up feeling rested. They feel tired even though they've had 8 hours of sleep. Mm-hmm. They often feel like they need coffee or cola to get going or keep going during the day. So they have to slug it back in order to get going or to keep going. They'll often have a midday low around 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll need to have something to boost them up. And then oftentimes around 2 to 4, 3 to 5 in the afternoon, sometime in the mid-afternoon, they'll get low. They'll either feel, it can be as light as just wanting to sit and not do anything. It can be as severe as having to lay down and having to rest. And that can last as few as 10 to 15 minutes, and it can be as long as an hour and a half. So we have this morning fatigue, oftentimes with a 10 o'clock or 10:30 low. They usually feel better after their noon meal. They feel an afternoon low. And then it's an interesting thing. About 6 o'clock, it's like you turn the magic switch and they feel better than they felt usually during the rest of the day. They feel good and balanced till about 9:30 at night. And then if they get sleepy, hopefully they'll go to bed. But a lot of people aren't because they're type 1 type of people, so they fight it until 11 o'clock. And then they get a second wind. And all of a sudden they want to read this book, clean the house, do all kinds of things they didn't want to do until 1:30 or 2 in the morning. And then they'll get sleepy and go to bed. And if they watch themselves, they'll find that if they get to sleep in the next day, they'll get their most refreshing sleep between 7 and 9 a.m. And if they're allowed to sleep until about 9 a.m., they'll feel a lot more refreshed when they wake up than if they have to get up around 6:30 or 7.
Now, why is that?
Well, it's because getting up is a mild stressor. And if they don't have to use up their cortisol for getting up, if they can let that slide when cortisol normally is having to be used, if they let that go, they've got enough cortisol to do better during the day.
Okay, so let's talk more about why does medicine not recognize adrenal fatigue more often?
Well, I hate to say it, but there might be a good influence of the drug companies here, in the sense that in order to successfully treat adrenal fatigue, there's not usually drug required. And since most doctors' education is pretty well sponsored and controlled by pharmaceutical industry, there's no sense in them trying to promote anything that doesn't bring in something on the bottom line. Now that it's out in the open, we're finding it's a common phenomena, and that people can do a lot about it to help themselves.
Well, let's move into that.
Okay.
What are some of the treatments that you use?
First of all, lifestyle. In
Okay.
most of these cases, it was stress that got them into it, and it's a change in lifestyle that's going to get them out of it. So that means removing as many of the stresses as possible, minimizing the stresses that we can. It means a lot of times an attitude and belief change, that believing they can get well, believing things can be better. Because you alluded to there was the mild depression. There certainly is with adrenal fatigue, and they feel like they're never going to ever change. It's not true that when we get the people to shift and they start eating the right foods, they start living an appropriate lifestyle like getting 8 hours of sleep, about taking rest, about finding enjoyable activities and not pushing themselves pedal to the metal, they take the right supplements, then we find that life turning around again and becoming that person, sometimes for the first time in their life, but often returning back to the person they used to be.